Amazing. شكرًا للبيوت بشيء نوتي. Uh, I think we don't have the recording from last week, but we can have a quick recap on the upcoming amazing project that actually I haven't heard of in a week now from Randy. How is our new book coming? Give us an
Uh,
intro so it goes on recording.
so I've still been trying to find where to line things up. Like where to put the different conditional and second tense and stuff like that. I think I mentioned the Google Doc in the last recording. Hopefully I did. So if anybody wants to suggest something, they could just put it in the doc, and then I could just change it on the actual web page. But yeah, I'm still going through Malone. I'm still going through Yunnan and whatever else there might be for ⲁⲙⲟⲩ and yeah, I'm just I'm translating, whatever's in French or whatever the language happens to be, and I'm trying to make sure it's actually correct, that it actually applies to ⲁⲙⲟⲩ, especially for things like the word truth. What is it, like metme or something, or tmetme, or one of those things? I think when I went through Lambda and I just did a quick first pass, I just changed everything that said me, me epsilon in Saitic, and I just changed it to me eta iota, which I think exists in ⲁⲙⲟⲩ, but I don't know if that's the one that tends to be used or if it tends to be more tmetme. So things like that, actual use, which words are more common in ⲁⲙⲟⲩ, would actually have to be gone through very carefully and cleaned up. But this past week, I didn't do as much this past week as the prior week. I've been working on some other projects, possibly some paid work, which it's not set in stone yet. I don't actually have a contract going yet. I can discuss that after we're done with the recording. But yeah, I'm still very much working on the ⲁⲙⲟⲩ version of Lambda, or at least something that can possibly be better than it for ⲁⲙⲟⲩ. That was one of the things too, that you just had up, the dictionary editor. So I've been I also have a spreadsheet for all of Chrome's dictionary entries. I'm trying to go through slowly and actually type them up with correct formatting and everything, and hopefully at some point I can contact Bishoy and have him supplement what I've got, with his Chrome dictionary entries, or maybe just do my own thing. And if any of that sounds confusing, I'm happy to explain it more. But yeah, and those are some of the these are some of the volunteer things I did in the past for the scriptorium. And yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I am excited for this book. Let me know when you have your GoFundMe or Coffee or Patreon up, and
that stuff's already up. The two the Buy Me a Coffee and the Ko-Fi links, those are up. The Patreon, I haven't heard a response. I'll try emailing them again, but I emailed them last week for support, and I haven't gotten a response. It seems to be a common problem with people who create accounts, and then maybe they don't fill in the information right away, with their profile, and maybe Patreon thinks it's scammers and they just shut down the account. But I'm very much intending to get it back up if I can. But in the meantime, the two other links are still active, so those are already set to receive any donations that anybody wants to send my way.
Amazing. Okay. Awesome. Do you have a preference for which one?
Probably Buy Me a Coffee. I haven't actually used it before. I haven't received any donations from it ever. I just set it up, so. But I just like the URL. I actually like the domain name better, and I don't know. I like the branding better, and the button better and everything, and the little heart, the like thing where it shows how many people have contributed. but other than that, it doesn't really matter. But I guess if you want to choose one, I would go with that one.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, can't wait to get the book because, like we mentioned, we don't have a solid book that mentions Lambton, and Matar is a little bit annoying. It's all over the place, and it'll be a nice self-study guide that is also open to the public, so we can all iterate and make it better.
Yeah, and on top of that, I was thinking if we want to sort of what would it be called? Like if we wanted to maybe like voice like recordings for like I don't know how much of the I don't know if we would do like like if, for example, like put a button next to like a word in Coptic that's on the web page, then you can hear how it's pronounced. You can click play or something. I don't know if we would want to do that just for the exercises or like put like a recording for every single word that's on the web page. That might be too much, but maybe for the exercises that would be a good idea.
Okay, we will think about all this. Amazing. All right, let's get started. I think we marked where we stopped. Yep, we stopped here. Let me make it better. And it was Randy's turn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
So let's remove your name. And yeah, keep going. We were doing this.
Okay. Let's see. So, all right. Remember this. If you see fit. Oh, I see the Coptic. Okay. Put choice. So I said put choice. Ishe erok. If you see fit, then avert. Avert the. I can't remember. What did you say it says in Arabic for the word avert?
Just like push away from me. So it's like, yeah, push away from me the ruin.
Push away from me. I know there's a word in Sadic, maybe in Bohairic too. I want to say sok. That might be pull, not push. Let's see. Maybe if not push, maybe something else like turn away, cast aside.
There's repel.
Repel.
English.
Tochin. Push. Join. Maybe Join. Just give me a second here. I'll think of something. Join. Show. Oh, just show. Show Binero. Show for push. Oh, Join. Sorry for Bohairic. Join with a Janja. Join. Push out to C. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time like trying to look up example sentences, but it looks like this is the word. It looks like this is a word that would work. Join, although I've never seen it before. So, Tote. Joan. I don't know if it needs a adverb like evol or something. Let's see.
Yeah, there's like Joan evol. There's like evol in here.
I see. Push, construct, evol. Okay, yeah, I'll just put evol. It sounds like it would. Sounds like something that would take evol.
And there's you can put ha after.
Evol.
Evol haroi.
Ojo, MP, joy, push the ship. I'm gonna do it without make it less. I'm gonna do it with with and the ruin. Well, maybe Horoi would be does evolve from me. If not Horoi, then I would probably do.
Oh, right. Probably house like to, because like the example is like push to the sea, so you don't want push to me. You wish like away from me.
Yeah, if it was away, since I'm saying evolve, usually with evolve, heaten, so like he thought, possibly.
Yeah, we have in thought. Yeah, we had in thought and from on me. Yeah, I like it from on me.
Yeah. So yeah, not he thought, so in thought, I guess. From me. Yeah, in thought would probably work better. Evolve he thought with a he would probably be like more like through me, like somebody did this miracle like through me or like by my hand or something. So I think in thought would work better.
Oh, like evolve he 10 out. Okay.
Yeah, and thought is more like the sense of like a generic like from, like it happened, like he walked away from me, whereas like he thought is more like by or through, like like I'm saying these words to you through the Lord or something.
Yeah.
Then
We still need the ruin, so Joan.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that. Okay. Avert the ruin. And what's the word it uses in Arabic?
I'm not sure. This is like a random word. Not random word, it's like fancy Arabic.
There is a word akol with omega in both dialects. I guess it's related to the word takal, like destroy.
Here it means damage, injury, harm, or injustice.
She and Jones maybe could work.
So these are the meaning.
So push away the harm from me. Yeah, I would say either. Let me see the gender. Okay, Ko is feminine, and she and Jones would be masculine. So either Tako, or and then the T is the definite article, or would it be he, she, and Jones. One of those two.
What's it? What's chi and Jones?
It's like usually has to do with like it's like harm or wrongdoing or violence. Usually it implies like a power differential, like if somebody like really like like if you harmed somebody, like if you you assaulted them, like if you physically assaulted them, or you did wrong to them, like in a court or something. I think it can be more abstract, but then again, Akko is abstract too, destruction. So
so is it supposed to be Chin Jones is Bahari? Under one word, right?
I mean, yeah, I've seen it spelled as one word or separate words. I don't think it really matters because it's really just G. In Sadic, it's a G in Chance, and Boharic, it's the Janja and the Chim are reversed.
So it seems like in Boharic, like this is one is Boharic, and it seems like in Boharic it's also Chin. So I think it's the taking of Jones rather than Jin, as in like Jin Misi, like the one that goes on.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I might not have been clear about that. Yeah, it's the word it's the verb chi, which means like take, and then the Jones part is the part that means like wrongdoing or something.
Okay.
Although if I were to use this, I'm not sure how to, because if you were to say like like, oh, don't don't do wrong to me or something, then you would modify the chi. You would say like chi to John's or something. But since you're saying like away from me, wondering if like it's just fine as it is.
Okay.
If I were to use this, I would just leave this as is, or I would just use the other word to ka. And I'm wondering if maybe the other word is better. To ka. Can you look up to ka and see what maybe it says in Arabic? If anything shows up. It's without the T.
Oh.
Without the tough.
It means destruction. Oh, it's a Greek word, loss, and then loss of something. Yeah, destroy or lose. It's the same as the Hebrew. Decay or loss or destruction. Cool. Oh wow.
Yeah, if I had to choose one, I guess I would go with this one.
Okay.
Evolve and thought. Yeah. Yeah, I like that as it is.
Interesting. Okay. And it's ako. Well, and it has nothing to do with ako because it's Greek.
Is it? Let me check.
It mentions it here. It's there's two words, and one is ako, one is feminine, one is masculine. The masculine is Greek, and they mean somehow the same thing.
It could also be a case of like maybe it was, like it's a word in Coptic, but maybe it just seemed similar to a word that looks the same in Greek, and like maybe native Coptic speakers like conflated them, and like maybe there were Coptic speakers that tended to think it came from Greek even though it didn't.
So because there's like ago, and I guess from agony. Actually, I'm not sure. But like some of the variants are ako and then ago, which is only in Greek because gamma is only Greek. It's only Greek.
Right. I know there's a word. I know there's agon, like that one you probably know, like a struggle or agony. But this one doesn't have an N at the end.
Very interesting. Okay. Ago, acidic pirate, destroyed. Okay. Sure. Cross-reference taco. Okay.
I think it's probably more so just just a matter of convergence. They just end up sounding the same and mean relatively the same thing because it appears there's an earlier Egyptian word that it derives from, which is ak, which means something along the lines to perish, destroy, fade away, be lost.
What a coincidence. Okay. Thank you. David, do you want to go next?
Yep. I'm probably going to need help for the 2-1 drowning. So we're going to have P. I'm going to be using more so the word grief because I think I'm going to be using the word hebi. I think that's probably going to be the better word.
Okay.
Hebi. Hebi. I just want to make sure I get the right gender. Oh yeah.
It works both ways. It's fine.
What's it?
Oh, hebi like mourning, or maybe it means sadness too.
I think Sika is negative as feminine. Let me check quickly.
I think you're actually right. Yeah.
Siki is feminine. Yeah.
Suke.
So the M will change.
Sukepe. Suke. And then
we don't have to get into the discussion, but I think it's Sike. I think by the time it reached Coptic, it was an E. But that's okay. We can discuss this later.
Yeah, and don't worry about what I just I'm just used to pronouncing it like modern Greek, where like most of the vowels sound like a iota, but that's totally anybody can do whatever they want. But but if there's ever confusion, that's what my pronunciation is based off of.
For incomprehensible, I just found Tahoe with, or I should say the pre.
So this is incomprehensible, unattainable, but this is incomparable.
Yeah,
it's incomparable.
You cannot. Yeah, it's like the sadness of my soul. Like nothing is like it. So we can use the content if you want.
Hunchen.
Taunton, maybe at Taunton, maybe that exists.
A content error. Maybe.
It exists in
Zaidic, yeah.
Sahedic, but it doesn't appear there's. It's probably something that probably existed. Well, that looks more Sahedic.
So here you go, incomparable at Taunton. Wait, what happened? But I wonder if that will be a Taunton error.
Yeah, I think it needs an object, because for the one Sahidic example in Crum, it says at tons, so it's putting a feminine suffix at the end.
Yeah.
So it's not just at tonton, it's at tons.
Yes. And then I'll probably go with the masculine because we have the P heavy. But is this like a full sentence? Have a subject, like is it like at the end it would be like pit?
Right, yeah. I think you need a pit, so
Is this how we deal with the at?
probably P heavy in top CK, P. Let's see, P N.
I think you need to switch the T and the theta.
Yeah, because you're using the pre-suffixal form, so you would say tintonf.
And we have a new
Which can you?
So I think it's theta, omega, and F.
Tons. Uh, 2-1. What do I want to do? It's 1.
Probably A.
Coptic.
To be likened to is A. So just like A.
Yeah, I was looking up. I couldn't remember. I just checked Lambda real quick. I couldn't remember if you can put an article right on the at tinton, because you're saying like the sadness of my soul. It is a incomparable one. So for this, so you would probably want to do after the CK, you'd probably want to do pe and then put an u right before the at tinton.
Peu.
No, pay like the copula, like the
Oh.
regular. And then u for the indefinite article. U at. I'm still thinking through this, so I might be wrong on a certain part, but so far this looks correct. The only thing I would change is for the tenton, I would change the omicron to epsilon. I think. Let me check the. Where's the pre? Ponton. 10 tone. Yeah. 10 tone. Yeah. Uat 10 tone is incomparable to and for drowning, I would probably do ohms. I know we did STA for one of the verses above, but for this is more. This seems more like concrete. Like you're just saying like you're drowning in mud or mire. So I would use the same word that you use for like baptism. Like to submerge or dunk somebody, or to have somebody sink in something. So I think omis is in Bohairic also. If I'm not mistaken. Ohms.
Ohms.
Yeah,
Oh, ohms.
Yeah, omega and then ms. Where's with e? Let me see. No, just oms. Yeah. And then so I guess it would be you're talking about a person, I'm guessing. So pay et ohms.
Okay, so I have a theory for the atonf. Okay, my theory is atonf is an adjective. In most cases I've seen so far. If it's an adjective, that means typically if you want to use an adjective as what's it called? As an object, that's where we go with like oi in atenton. So if I want to say the sadness of myself is incomparable, because otherwise you want to say like the incomparable sadness, it would be like behavi in atenton. But if I want to use it as a subject and an object, it'd be like oin. That's
So
my.
how would you change it? You would say
So I'll go with oi instead of this, and then I would have an n right here, and that's it.
Oi as in O Yoda?
Oh yes, the
omicron iota.
Hi Wafi, Uncle Wafi, how are you?
Oh, hey.
Hi, hello. Hi. I don't know if you know me. Shall I introduce myself, or you know me?
No, please go ahead. I don't know you.
Okay, I am in the nickname of Amun. Okay, I don't write that much, but I'm a Coptic speaker. I do speak Coptic fluently. Okay,
Amazing.
mainly Bohairic, but of course I understand Sahidic also. Okay,
How
that's
did you-
fine.
I think I saw you
Yes.
post. I think I saw you post some about the Zoom coming up tomorrow for Coptic speakers.
Yes, exactly. That's me. Actually, we've been talking Coptic since more than 20 years now. In the old days, there was Yahoo groups, if you remember that, and Pal Talk, and all this kind of social media platforms. And They stopped, of course, now. Then there's no more Yahoo groups and so on. So we stopped for a while and we resumed back again through Zoom meeting. But Zoom, the problem is it stops after 40 minutes. That's the problem. So Discord, I believe the time is unlimited. So we decided to move to Discord. Good. But you're talking about the حزن نفسي لا يمثل بغريق. You understand Arabic, yes?
Yes,
بغريق في
I do.
الطمي. Yeah. But tummy, it's Omi in Coptic, in Buharic Coptic.
Which one?
Tummy. بغريق في الطمي, which is like the mud in English.
Oh.
Something like mud.
Well, what was it? I think for the use of mire, the reason why I went with lohi is it's more so like filth, muddy filth, than necessarily just mud.
Yeah, I understood. But you're doing a good job. I do pronounce in a different way. You're maybe pronouncing the academic way. Why I pronounced the old Coptic. If you're familiar, for example, if you're reading be heavy or hawi, we say it like that. And Apsika, okay, oi in at then don't if yet can I cannot read reading too small. I have to enlarge. Yes, okay. Pihoidu, yeah. Oi, yeah, that's great. Piloihi, yeah, exactly. So we pronounce always the tal as thou. Fiat oms, okay. But if there is a consonant, we pronounce it as a t. But mainly if after the vowels, it's when the vowels comes after, we pronounce it as a thou, and the theta we pronounce it as t. I don't know if you're familiar with that kind of pronunciation. Anyway, that's a different thing. Another issue.
How did you learn fluency in Coptic? And speaking.
Look, I'm from Alexandria, Egypt, and I'm still there. I remember it was more than 30 years ago from now. There were two families in Alexandria, Egypt. They were speaking Coptic, okay, at home. Maybe you can consider it as a mother tongue, some kind of a mother tongue. I got so much interested in Coptic language at the age of around 27 years. And I started to understand and to read, and I found that I understand almost everything. So I wanted to practice the language. So I heard about this family, and I contacted them, and one of them was a friend, became a friend also of mine. So we were talking through the telephone, or we met each others and so on. But they were speaking in the ecclesiastic pronunciation of the church. Okay, so I learned how to speak them. Later on, with more and more studies, I found that the authentic ancient pronunciation was much more, is authentic actually, because I'm Egyptian, so I know many of the Coptic words, the Coptic, the name of the people, the saints, the cities, the villages, the words that we still use till now from Coptic origin, and many other things. We have a huge heritage. So I found that the old authentic pronunciation was this was the right one. So I changed, and from now on, from that time, I mean, after I changed, I have some friends. We speak from time to time to each others in Coptic. So that's why I got this practice. I mean, the fluency to talk in Coptic. Okay.
Amazing. So, do you want to help us with this one? I'm not sure. The sadness of my soul is incomparable. So, behavior in tapsi. How would you say is incomparable?
This is a difficult one, because we have to reconstruct words, because sure, yeah, I do speak fluently, yes, but when it comes to terms, we have to search in the dictionary and to reconstruct some of the the words. So in comparison, tenton في okay, I was about to talk in Coptic. Yes, as you said, tenton or oni emmof, it means you know this word, familiar with oni emmof or ini oni actually. This is looks like or tentonf like the one that you used. Both I believe they are correct because as in any language you have some other synonyms, yeah, not just one word. So I am okay with this one.
Ini, it's the qualitative of ini, oni.
Yes, oni, exactly. Oni emmof, it means looks like it. Or tentonf, the same thing. Good.
So we would use oi. Like, let's say I want to say T Parthenos, I want to say is atolib. So you say oi in atolib. Like the virgin is atolib. غير الدنس is pure. So you would say oi in. That's the construction if you want to put an adjective.
Which phrase? Pihavi? Yeah, which one?
Yeah, let's say something as simple as like the virgin is, and then you want to use like the atolib.
Di Parthenos is oyin atolib. It's oyin atolib.
So oi.
Atolib. I pronounce the theta as a T and the T as a D. As you.
So oi. Okay.
Yeah.
So
oyin atolib.
Okay, we don't need the F. Maybe do we need the F here, guys? Because actually this works. Okay, I think we got a good constructions. Ohms. Oh, nice. We use the qualitative, right? I think that was good. Thanks, David. Uncle, do you want to try the next one, or are you here as a spectator? Uncle, do you want to try the next one?
Which is فناديت كل عون فر عني. This one?
This one. No. This one. Wait, what is happening here? Oh.
مددوني كخروف.
Yes, they stretched me out like a lamb. They nailed me to the cross.
خروف, it's eso, if you know the pronunciation. I pronounce it as eso. Sammaruni, it's auti ift nay. Au, which is av, you pronounce it as av, but we pronounce it as au. Auti ift nay, which is Sammaruni. Khen pisha, which is الصليب, or pistauros. Stavros, which is stavros in Greek, but we use she in Coptic. So I can translate the second half, which is audi ift nay khen pistauros. مددوني, which is a bit hard, this one, but كخروف مفريتي, okay, مفرادي, and eso. Hiyab, both are correct. Two words for this. So it's kharuf or hiyab, which is hamal. Okay, but the madaduni, this one is a bit hard, so we have to search for it.
So I don't know, stretch.
We can say Sudan, which is Sudan, which is to stretch.
Yeah, I say be straight, upright, they Suton.
Suton, exactly. We say it as Sudan, as we pronounce it.
Or Suton.
And then we can go Sutant for like they stretched me.
Yes, I agree with this one.
So it's the au Sutant.
Yeah, au Sudont, exactly, au Sudont. We say it as au Sudont. Yes.
I'm pretty N and what?
Sadiq is a heave for a lamb. That's the one I would go with.
Heave, okay.
Whatever it is in
Ohio. Yes, heave for a lamb, yes, heave.
Yeah. All right. And well, we give you an easy one. No, I want to give you a hard one. And then what's
you're talking about me or
no, you like we need to give you a hard one. This is like an easy one. I
actually have a quick question for the next line. Would you introduce it with wo, or would you just start the next verb? So like au, whatever the verb for nail.
Wo, you mean?
Wo.
Yeah. Yes, we say it wo, not wo. This is the ecclesiastic pronunciation, but it's wo.
No one here uses the Greco-Coptic. Most of us here use the academic pronunciation.
Yeah, though that's fine. But even the academic, I do not use it, but I understand it, of course.
So like no one says "av," we all say "au." And then they nailed me. It would be like "au," what? Oft
Oft,
and double T.
I think,
Wait, sorry, oft. Yeah, still oft.
oftet.
Say just double T. I've seen arit being written like this. I think the last T is optional, but I like having it.
I have to imagine that for some of them there has to just be a schwa in there, like and ⲁⲙⲟⲩ. It's very hard to do the U masculine pronomial form of chen because it's an ⲁⲙⲟⲩ. And I usually say an ⲁⲙⲟⲩ.
Yeah, I do the same thing. But they felt it was important enough to spell it most of the time. So even if they didn't put a vowel in between, it was probably still pronounced with a slight vowel, like you said, with the schwa.
What is it? What should the feminine, the U feminine for oft be?
Ofti, maybe?
Ofti? Just because I can imagine as per scribe, some of those, some of them are kind of similar for the singular and second person feminine. So I don't know how much of it is graphical versus real.
Yeah, those ones are always tricky for me. I always have to look up examples because otherwise I'm just guessing. Ofted epi stauros, and I think Wafik, you said you could say she, like literally wood, like I think.
Yes, the wood. Actually, the Coptic words, the true is a she, but she, which is wood. So, in order, if you want to differentiate between a wood or the cross, you will say the pistauros. But actually, from the context, it will be understood if you're talking about the wood or the cross, of course.
Yeah.
But both are correct. Both are accepted. Because in the old Coptic manuscripts, you can find you find both. You find Taurus, which is mainly used, of course, the Greek one, and the she. Both are present.
Here, let's give you a hard one. Sorry, let's do this one. I'm gonna skip this one. This one looks easy. I can do this, I think. Let's do this one. Uncle Wafi, all yours.
Which one? Which one?
فناديت وطلبت مبدع كون الرقيب. So I called out and pleaded to the creator of the universe, the watchful.
Okay, I moody, which is you call it muti, but I pronounce as moody. I dob, which is tobha. Okay, so
there's
I
a
moody.
so. Wait, there's a so. What are you gonna do with the so or like the fanadite?
Good. We can say wa, like wa in Arabic.
That's too easy. That means end. I want fa. I want so.
Yes, that's a very okay. A good question. Fa. Oh, so but Greek. You mean Greek words? There's actually when they use the in Greek, delta A. For example.
That's gonna work.
Yeah.
I like it. Why would you use muti and not tiho?
Moody or not what?
Tiho.
Tiho.
Yes, Diho it's طلبت mainly ناديت it because Diho it could be with طلبت بس على ناديت it's moody arrow or it could be both because it's a literal translation. Okay, in ناديت if you call someone, so you moody arrow, I moody arrow or I muti, which is you call it. Okay, that's it. It's just a literal translation.
Okay, so you probably use tiho for the pleaded or like for what
Yeah.
so I muti
Yeah.
there tiho. Okay. Yeah, I like this. We haven't used it so far.
مبدع الكون الرقيب. Oh, yeah. الكون, which is pito, which is P-cosmos in Greek, but we use the I always prefer to use Coptic if I know a Coptic alternative, a synonym for the Greek.
So what's the Coptic word?
Theta O.
Where is theta?
Theta O. Pito.
Should be like
Well,
land. Or
From Greek, yeah.
Oh, it is cosmos. I had no idea. And
No, cosmos is from Greek origin, of course, but it's still used in Coptic, of course. Yeah.
I had no idea.
To, which is العالم, or the like in English, the what? How do you say العالم in English? The cosmos? No, the
Just
world.
world.
The world.
Yeah.
The world. Yes, the world. Yes.
Okay. So that's the universe.
Yeah. You found it, this word? It's present in the dictionary. Yeah.
Right.
مبدع. Okay. Oh, this is the difficult one. Yeah. No, I have to search for it. This is difficult.
Which word?
مبدع.
It basically creator, but like not just creator as a maker.
ريفسونت, which is الخالق.
Reston?
ريفسونت, which is الخالق, which is the creator. ريفسونت.
Yeah. Okay.
ريفسونت. Steam omega n d or t. Pierrefsont, which is the creator.
Sont.
Yeah.
Pierrefsont. And then I'll probably be like a Pierrefsont. Emto. Okay. And then we still need the watchful.
الرقيب. We can say it as a reconstruction. We can say Pierrefnau, which is like the guarder or which is in Arabic الحارس, الرقيب, to know, to see now, which is or now you say it in academic. Now is to see ref now and nazar الرقيب. We can use it like that, but of course we can find another word for it.
In
ref
Bohairic,
now.
there's a urit.
How do you spell it?
Omega, Omicron, Upsilon, RIT.
RIT. Orit.
I can
Orit.
I can type it real quick too if you.
Watcher Guardian. Oh, I like this. This is actually good. Orit.
The other one I'm thinking of is Ref
Now.
Ref Royce.
Ref Royce Harris, yes, which is yeah, but not Ref Royce is like a guard in English.
Yeah, like someone who's like keeping a watch, like patrolling out at night.
Okay, do we go with Urit?
Yeah, it's up to you. Urit or Refnau.
I like Urit. It's an original word.
I've seen Urit. I think in Sahidic at least I've seen Urit for Genesis when it's talking of when Cain kills Abel and then God asks where's your brother Abel? Then Cain says, Am I my brother's keeper? I've seen the word Urit used for that.
That makes sense. Yes, I like it. Okay. So Aimuti de Aitiho Empirefson Enorit Empo.
For Urit, the U is not, so the U is part of the word, it's not the article.
Yes. So it's an adjective, Pirefson Tenorit. The creator, the watcher, the guardian.
Or the watchful creator.
The watchful creator.
Your name is Harbor what?
No, it's just in the meeting room.
Fine. But you're Egyptian. I see. I hear from your accent. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good.
No one told me I have an Egyptian accent. Okay. All right. Actually, this one matches more. The creator of the universe, the watchful. Where is it called? Okay, Fury. Okay, amazing. Let's go back to the one I missed. I'll do it quickly. Every help fled from me. So I'm gonna go with the Voitos.
Voitos.
Voitos. What's the yeah.
Mm.
Void. Yeah, that's the word. And I'm sure probably negative feminine. So Voitia there's Niven. Every, not all. Niven, right?
For the word help, is it referring to like a person, or is it referring to like help as a thing?
Every help. So not every helper. It's like every help.
Okay, so I would do Voitia Niven.
Yes. The Niven, and then I want to say fled from me. It would be like pot evil,
Pot,
right?
maybe
Yes,
Potenzoi.
pot and soy. I've
No,
never heard.
no, maybe not, because that means like they ran after me, like they're
Yeah.
pursuing me. So maybe like they ran away from me. So maybe Pot.
So ran from, so I can just use what? So we know it's pot, that's good. And then
Pot,
would be like
and
Hajen. There's like Hajen. Flee from before, flee from. There's Hajen. Right, we just one right here.
Hajoy.
Hajoy. Okay, thank you. I was gonna wonder. So Voitien even it's pot and then you said joy. Okay, yeah, I almost missed this.
With Omega.
Hajoy. That's for Hajen. Hajoy. Like a stranger. So I was thinking of this. We used like a lot in Pretty N, but we don't use kata often. Like when we translate, would this be kata a stranger? Stranger is ramen oily. What's stranger? Ramen something.
Ramen goili, ramen goili, which is or shemmo, and shemmo, which is stranger also. Ramen goili, which is someone who like a traveler, also maybe more.
Yeah, like someone who's traveling by and maybe they want to like stay for the night or something. I would use shemmo.
So shemmo is mainly used for a stranger. Shemmo.
Yes. So where we go in the middle? We go with kata or shemmo. Is that a thing, or empreti eno shemmo?
If personally, I prefer emepredi or emefredi, which is emefritia, which is because it's Coptic. I I always like that. If I have the ability to use a Coptic word, so this is my best choice.
Yeah, I would prefer that too. I think if you use kata here, that's more like, you use kata when you say something like, "Oh, I followed the commandments, according to what the prophet said," or something.
Oh, okay. It's more like according to. Okay.
That's what it feels like to me. Poretti feels more correct to me for this.
Sure. Kata, which is according or as or all these words. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, sounds good. This was easy. I'm glad. Okay, we barely have time for one more. Randy, go ahead. You have 4 minutes.
Sure. Yeah, I was looking at this one while we were talking, so
amazing.
I have some ideas. Maybe Menin.
Nice.
Maybe P. She.
So I have a big sticky notes on my computer. It says Menensa followed by tre. I don't know if it's valid here, but let me have this on a sticky note on my notes. Menensa followed by tre. I'm not sure how to hear.
That is what I tend to see in Sahidic also, so maybe that would make more.
Sorry, you probably want to do
Menensa tre.
this. Sorry, this.
Oh, with a theta, yeah.
6.
Menensa tre pi chinjons. It could be written as one word, but I'll just
wait. Chinjons was, we said like not this. This was
like injustice or wrongdoing.
Yes, Chinjons. Yes, sure. Right, it is.
I thought we used it for a different meaning. Nope.
That's like I think we used it for that meaning, like injustice or wrongdoing.
I thought we just used it for something else.
Chinjons, which is like in Arabic, if you speak zulm or not sir'a, but mainly is zulm. Is yes.
Oh,
Zulm.
we were gonna use it for ruin.
No, ruin, no. Shorshir. Ruin is shorshir.
So Peachy and Jones. Okay.
Following, I'm not sure about the order of the words here. Maybe I should put the order differently. So like my abandonment.
I think if you use Menensa, it just means after. So like after 3, I think 3. My injustice.
So I guess I could say I don't know how I would say abandonment. Let's see, abandon.
Awqat in soy, it means abandon me. Awqat in so. Cut is mean to leave. In so.
All right.
Awqat in so it means to abandon. Tarakuni يعني. أو cut key, which is like X. Cut. And so
like that. So like they abandoned me.
Actually, I can think of this a little bit different. I would say Menensa tre will have to be followed by a verb. So here after, so we probably don't need the tre if there's no verb. So you're right. Like, sorry, introduces like Menensa, Pichi, and Jones. I think it would have to be. Oh, I actually have to go. Let's continue this next week.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Bye.